Well, we had to walk, I guess, because nobody really had cars or anything at that time. Took many years before my father finally got a Packard for himself. And I think maybe I might have been maybe about 7 years old when he got that. So that was something. Boy, everybody was so happy with the car in the yard. Isn't that funny? Today, my gosh, almost everybody has a car. And years ago, they didn't have that. Well, it was all empty, all fields and everything, nothing there. You just had to walk past Fisher's Brickyard. You'd see the men working, all those cars coming down the ramps where my father used to work. That was his first job over there. But he had to walk to DuPont to go to work, though, too. Even from Amherst Avenue, he used to walk to DuPont, cut through the back road, through all the woods here, all the way into DuPont. Where did I go? Washington School. It was a beautiful school. Where the senior center is now. Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful school. First, I went to Polish school for about a year, because my brothers went there for a while. Then when they didn't go there anymore, my mother didn't want me to go myself. So she took me out and she put me in Washington School. And because I came from Polish school, they put me back 1 year. But then I used to help the teachers, too, with the Polish, because some of the people that, were there, teachers didn't know what they were saying. I would help them with that, too, because I understood Polish and I knew English. So I helped them with that. But they put me back 1 year. And then I never graduated from high school. I didn't go. I went to vocational school instead. I went to vocational school in Woodbridge. It's not there anymore. But it was a nice school, a beautiful school. Take a bus and come back home. We had a good time, though. It was nice. It was a beautiful school. I wanted to be a beautician, but I wasn't old enough to take the course. So I wound up taking up sewing. I remember I was walking down the street and one lady hollered to me something that there was a war going on, that they bombed Pearl Harbor or something that time. But I was, still young at that time yet, too. And then later on, my brother had to go to service, and then Eddie went and Walter went. They all went. Frank never came back. My brother Walter was injured. I don't think your grandfather went overseas. I think he was in Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken. And he was the only one that didn't have to go overseas. The others were. I even got the darn telegrams that my mother got when my brother was killed. I still have them. I kept them all these years. It was awful. It was terrible because by that time already Walter was married. And your grandfather was still pretty young yet too. He wasn't married at that time. And Frank, of course, never was married. And he was only 25 when he lost his life over there. And he got killed just before the war ended. There were a lot of people that I even had a little scrapbook that I had pictures of some of the soldiers that were... I still have that book. A lot of pictures are gone. I don't know if somebody must have taken them. But the letters, the write-ups about them, if you wanted to see them, I could show them to you. Yeah, I got those telegrams, and they were mixed up, too, because some of them said he was killed March something, and another telegram would say he was killed in February. Nothing was ever really the right date, I guess. And according to one of the letters we got, that my brother was supposed to have been buried someplace in Luxembourg. And then they brought his remains over here. They had a big funeral over here. That was sad, too. Oh, they had such a big turnout, and I had pictures of all the veterans, and everybody showed up, and it was really nice, but it's very sad. They were good. You know, neighbors helped each other years ago. Today you don't get that from people anymore. Everybody's out for themselves, it seems, today. But years ago, if you had a problem, the neighbor was right there helping you out. And they were all very close. They'd come help you. Or then they'd go play cards, pinochle cards. They'd go play pinochle at night. That was their enjoyment. We'd be home, go to bed, leave the doors open. And parents come home, had no problems. You can't leave the doors open today. But years ago, you could leave the doors open and didn't have to worry about a doggone thing. Yeah, we'd play in the backyard and in the backwoods and make believe we had play toys and make a house and put toys there. And crazy kids, you know, when you're little, you do all that stuff. Just about everybody was Polish then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just about everybody. Mm-hmm. Well, there was a grocery store right on the corner. And there was a tavern there, Bootsy's Tavern, Pavoski's. And Jenny and Mo, I guess, ran the grocery store. And they had a book. If you bought something, they would write it on the book, how much you owed. And then when you went and you paid your bill, they would give you a bar of soap or something as a thank you for paying the bill.